And welcome back. This is under amateur rules, 3 by 3 minute rounds. Jason Chua weighing in at the bantamweight limit of 56 kilos, all in the red. 30-fight record in the amateurs with 25 victories. Daniel Jalili also at the 56 kilo limit, 18 victories and the 7 losses. This is a box off to see who goes to the Southeast Asia Games, which is a stepping stone for Commonwealth Games selection. Jalili in the blue, Chua in the right. Both boys orthodox fighters. And Chad, it'll be a little bit of a change in tempo with them both being smaller guys, and also from the professional bouts where volume is probably a little bit more important than power.
Definitely, mate. They'll be letting some lever go, and typical amateur style, punches in bunches, and they're both off to a very quick start at the moment.
Well, they call Jalili Tyson, and you can see why. He walks forward. He looks to have a bit of sting in his shots. Nice little uppercut there. And just perennially moving forward. Chua, more of the boxer. He wants to stand at range, work off the jab, looking to get those long punches going. But Jalili just seems to have him on his back foot at the moment. Doesn't look so good going backwards, Chua.
Yeah, Chua is on the back foot, and Jalili just keeps coming forward. He's cutting off a bit of room at the moment, and Mike, and he's doing a pretty good job.
Chua just coming forward there, leading with the uppercut, which can be dangerous. Straight right punch will always beat the uppercut. I'd like to see Chua sometimes just take half a pace back and try and walk Jalili onto something. Eats a right hand there, Chua, and Jalili looking very dominant so far in terms of power shots landed in this, the first round of 3. Daniel Jalili in the blue, Jason Chua in the red. Amateur bite, 3 by 3 minute rounds. This is round number 1. Jalili's doing quite a good job of just reading the shots and slipping both inside and outside, and making him pay for missing.
He certainly is. He's reading the shots very well, even though he just got caught with a couple of good shots then. But he's pressing forward, and he's really boxing pretty well at the moment.
Certainly the heavier hands from Jalili. Chua there now starting to warm into his work, finding his range. He's just moving back with a little bit more efficiency. He's not moving straight back like he was earlier in the bout too, just circling, and that's creating more avenues for him as Jalili charges forward.
He's starting to find a home for the right hand at the moment, Chua. I think he might have found his reach and distance, and he's starting to come on a better than what he started the round, that's for sure.
Yeah, Chua doesn't look to have as much sting on his shots, but when he lets his hands go, throwing punches and bunches, looks pretty classy as he spins out and heads back into centre ring. Superb card ahead of us tonight. Big right hand there from Jalili, and he's following up. He thinks he's hurt Chua. Chua having to hold on. And that's the end of the first round of 3. Hard one to pick. Probably Jalili. I think he landed the heavier shots if we're going under professional rules, but it can be a bit difficult, Chad, because the amateurs do tend to favour the volume.
I think I would have to lean towards Jalili too. His output was very good, good volume of punches, but Chua is coming on pretty well. So, he was caught with a very good overhand right, but he's regrouped, and let's see what he comes out with for the second round.
Right, and don't forget, 9 professional bouts ahead this evening. We have 2 world titles, 6 regional titles, and 8 countries represented here at the Roar in Singapore too, the pride of Singapore. A superb card put together with top-class international fighters from throughout Asia and Australasia. And boys straight into their work. Jason Chua probably had a bit of a bomb put under him in that first round, and now he's starting to look sharp, piercing with that right hand through the guard. Jalili, he's the more agricultural of the two. I wouldn't mind seeing him just turning his knuckle over a little on that right hand when he lands it, and possibly following up the left hook or uppercut.
They both come out very, very aggressive to start this round, and letting some very good quality punches go. Oh, there goes a very nice right hand from Chua.
He just slapped him a little bit with it, but he's starting to catch him and landing that with much more ease as Jalili tires, although he did land an uppercut left hook there. He's just a little wide with his punches. It wouldn't surprise me to see him tire. Chua looks more comfortable when he's circling the ring, walking off the back foot. He doesn't get too greedy with his shots as he hits a right hand. I was about to say he doesn't get too greedy with the shots and stay in the pocket for too long.
He's starting the box pretty well on the outside, and seems to be picking off Jalili as he comes in. So why he's wanting to rush in and brawl with him, I don't know, because Jalili seems like the stronger boxer at the present.
Just the way he's just throwing combinations and backing off, that will suit him better. I think Jalili's starting to tire too. He throws every punch with mean intentions, and that can put plenty of fatigue in those arms as the lactic acid builds up, particularly with this amateur pace.
Definitely, Mike. Both boys, as I said, have let plenty of lever go, and it's certainly a pretty well-matched amateur fight.
Just a reminder, if you've just joined us, 9 professional bouts this evening, 6 regional titles, 2 world titles on the card. This is an amateur. This is a treat to start us off, box off, to see who will represent Singapore at the Southeast Asia Games. Jason Chua in the red, Daniel Jalili in the blue. Chua looks to be starting to come on very well as we head towards the latter part of this, the second round of 3.
Both boys aren't going to die wondering, Mike. They're letting plenty of shots go, and they both want to win this fight, that's for sure.
Big right hand there from Jalili. He needed that, needs a couple more too. Good movement, ducking under the left hook.
It was a nice shot, very nice.
But he needs to find a little bit more than that because he's starting to get outworked by Chua. And again, just a little sloppy when he misses his shots. It makes him very vulnerable to counter. Well, that's the end of the second round. I think Jalili probably had the first. Chua definitely back in the second, leaving it all on the line as we head into the third and final.
I'm looking forward to this third round, Mike. As you said, it's one apiece, and this third round's very important. It comes down to who wants to win it the most.
We can't get a mic into the corner at the moment. I dare say they'll be saying to Daniel Jalili in the blue corner, he really needs to start pushing the pace and get Daniel Chua on his back foot again, breaking his rhythm, because he's the crisper boxer of the two.
Yeah, I think Jalili will be told he's got to have a similar round to his first round, which was a very good, strong round, and back Chua up.
Oh, he's not going to win a boxing contest, but he will win a scrappy brawl. And straight underway. This is the third and final round. Daniel Jalili in the blue, backing up. Jason Chua moving forward nicely, starting to land nice crisp shots. And he's landing that little half-beat right hand where he just takes a step back and Jalili's walking into it. There's a big overhand right from, a little surprise, but that is amateur rules. Landed an 8 count, landed the overhand right. It was a solid shot. And another big overhand right from Jalili. Now let's see if he can finish. Chua, to be fair, doesn't look too badly affected by that shot. Good set of whiskers on him.
Very good set of whiskers, as they were both 2 very big right hands. Oh, and there's a left hook to follow.
He's led with the uppercut, came in with the lead hook. Now Jalili, someone's put a bit of mustard in his wheat bix this morning. He's coming on very well. Jason Chua getting himself into deep trouble. Remember, the scoring is a little different for amateurs though. The 8 counts don't get as much weight as the professionals. But Jalili now starting to load up on those big shots. Everything on the line. And this will be an upset of sorts. Chua expected perhaps to win this bout. But Daniel Jalili just coming on with that overhand right, and he has been relentless this round. 30 seconds to go. Sorry, a minute 30 to go. 3-minute rounds. Jason Chua got a lot of work to do. Nice work, good rip to the liver there, and that'll slow you down.
He's really fighting with confidence at the moment. He's landed some good shots. He knows he can hurt Chua. He's coming forward. He's trying to finish the job. But Chua, he's got a very good motor, and he's got a lot of heart, and he's just keeps coming.
Yeah, Jalili just looks a little tired now. That's a nice right hand again. Make him pay for missing that left hook. Come over the top with the right hand. But he just needs to add on a couple of shots, not just pot shot with a single big shot. I think there's another overhand right. Just landing that one at will. Jason Chua needs to learn how to get out of the way of that shot if he's going to do well on the international stage. Jalili starting to impose his superior physical frame. Big shots now from Jalili. The referee looking close. He's already issued a couple of 8 counts. Chua just doesn't seem to have any pepper in his shots. Jalili's got to be very happy now, full of confidence. Well, I'd be surprised if Daniel Jalili doesn't take the score, doesn't take the bout. He looked to dominate that third and final. 2 8 counts plus several big shots which rocked Jason Chua. And Chad, it looked as if the tide was turning, but he rallied very well in that third and final.
He did. He come on very strong, and it was very full credit to both fighters. They put on a great show and worked very hard. But I think Jalili, just did enough to get the victory.
Well, we'll just await the formalities for the judges to tally the cards. And our MC Richard Avery will do the formalities. If you have a look here,
to represent Singapore in Kuala Lumpur,
replays have ended now.
Blue corner, Daniel Jalili.
Well, no surprises there. Daniel Jalili came on strong in that third or final round, and that sealed the victory. Now we'll be back shortly with our first professional bout of the evening, the UBO Asia Pacific Cruiserweight title.